Today we gonna be reacting to Gen Z's energy drink crisis. God fucking yeah. You one of the people that drink all that shit, bro? Stop, bro. Just stop, bro. Lock the fuck in.
Around for nearly 500 to 600 years. And you could argue it's probably one of the most successful drugs ever released to society. People's whole civilization's built off these damn beans. Of course, when coffee...
Yeah, bro. Caffeine, bro. Do not be taking that shit heavy, bro. Cause me personally, I can't have a lot of caffeine, bro. Me personally, that shit really get me fucked up, bro. Like, my heart start beating fast, bro. I don't know why either. It's just weird. Like, it's mad weird. I'm not gonna lie. Caffeine. Like, my parents, they drink, bro. They need to stop too, bro. I be telling them, bro, stop with that. Like, a fucking jug of coffee. Are we so serious, bro? Like, nah, we not doing that. We not doing
wasn't
that.
hitting hard enough, they had to make a teeny tiny subtle switch to cocaine to boost production.
Whoa!
Hey, we can say what we
T.O.
want
shot?
about it, but you can't tell me they wasn't handling with swiftness from the 70s to 80s, which was at the time in the US when things were at their most affordable.
Crack
but
babies.
sadly that became illegal, so eventually they found a brand new, totally not harmful at all product to replace it: energy drinks. And slowly over time,
bro,
especially since the 2000s,
I've had Monster, bro. That shit's not good, bro. I don't know how y'all drink it, bro. Monster, Nas, the C4 drinks, all of them joints, bro. Those things are not good, chat. I'm telling you right now, this is not good, bro. Them things is not good, in my personal opinion. Actually, in general, bro, we should not be drinking, bro. Drink water, bro. Water will get you right every time, chat. I promise y'all, bro.
they become more and more popular every year, with Gen Z now leading the chart as the group who consumes the most energy drinks. And I'm not gonna lie,
it's not even close. We're kind of close.
According to studies nowadays,
Now,
75
I will say a frap from time to time. I don't know if that counts as caffeine. A frap time to time ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Fraps are good. I can't lie. Fraps are good. Y'all can't lie, bro. Y'all can't lie.
to 80% say they drink them regularly, and older generations drink them the least. But to be fair, that doesn't mean older generations don't have caffeine. They just have coffee a lot more than energy drinks. I can give boomers credit on that, though. They can manage their caffeine a lot better than us. You know, other than destroying the world's economies, causing wars for no reason, being selfish and on younger generations for a world they created, and saying just buy a house like I did for 2 pennies and a handshake, seems like they've gotten caffeine addiction pretty beaten. And as someone who started having energy drinks and pre-workout around 4 years ago when I turned 19, not gonna lie, it was mainly because I started going to the gym and wanted to get the best gains. Caffeine addiction is probably top 5 addictions this generation has right now. And especially when I started having it more, I can understand.
Top 5. Let's go top 5, chat. I'ma say 1, social media is, I consider addiction. I'm doing it right now, technically. Social media. 2, fast food, DoorDash. That might be just me, my phone, my little fat ass, you know what I'm saying? Do video games count? Would video games count, chat? Nah, can we? I say video games. The ZA, if you know, you know. That if you 21 and older, people do that. You know what I'm saying? That, and number 5 would have to be probably alcohol. But I think that falls in the same category as just drugs in the overall. But I think those are top 5. I think, in my personal opinion.
Well, it's hard for some people to stop, because just like all other stimulants, you end up getting a tolerance to it and needing more. For some people, it's bad. It can get to the point where if you have it too much,
I could have like this much coffee, bro, and my heart would just start like, y'all hear that, chat? Like, it would just be going crazy. No bullshit. Pause.
You don't have it will give you headaches, and some people even throw up because their body needs it, which is why you should always keep it balanced and have some break days a week where you don't have caffeine, like at least 2 days in the week. But even then, with people having it, one thing I didn't realize, because I did research before,
sweet tea might be a big caffeine thing. I'm not gonna lie, I drink hella tea. Well, not no more. You know, I've been drinking mainly only water, because I'm trying to stay healthy, really cut back on my sugar and stuff. You know, we be streaming a lot, so you gotta stay locked in, chat. You gotta stay locked in, you know what I'm saying?
I started having it, is how many people don't know the limits and drink over it a day. The FDA and most of the world's health organizations say you should have a max of 400 ml.
This shit gross. Prime energy, disgusting. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. say that shit gross. Ghost, I've never had it. Can't say. I don't know what this is. Bang, I thought they discontinued that shit. That shit was so popular back in the day, especially when I was in middle school. I don't know this. I'll be seeing this. Celsius, I think Celsius might be the most popular because I see everybody and they fucking mama with that shit, bro. And yes, I'm onto all you white girls. Y'all drink that shit the most. I don't know why. I don't know what kind of stuff it got in there. But I'm on to y'all, bro. On to all of y'all. This, I don't know what the fuck that is. Nas, my dad, he used to drink that back in the day. He stopped because, you know, he's like, bro, why put my stomach feel like that? Another Celsius, what is this? What's the difference? Bang, I think it's all the same. But yeah, y'all get the point. This, no good, no bueno. I'm surprised they ain't put no, Monster on there, bro. I ain't gonna lie, as a kid, I used to think it was so tough. I remember my dad would let me have like a little tiny sip of it. It was alright. It's alright. It kind of tastes like doo-doo butt cheeks now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hot buns, bro. Do not be drinking that, chat. Don't.
Milligrams of caffeine a day, which is already a lot. For reference, that's having 4 cups of coffee a day, 10 cans of soda, or 2 cans of 200 milligram energy drinks. For real, the only reason you should even be having that much is if you go to the gym and lift a lot or work like 14-hour days. But
Yeah,
even
that's
with
reasonable.
this being clear public information, people will casually brag online that they have double that amount or even more. Like, you just admitting to overdosing on social media in 2026 because that's what you're doing.
How much caffeine do you drink per day? 1,000 milligrams, which is 1 gram.
Damn.
10% a lethal dose. What's your 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day like schedule? I started the day out with 4 shots of espresso. I mixed that.
And it's not even like coffee, like the espresso shit. That shit not good, bro. Like you something else, bro. You nasty, bro. Like keep it in a bean with you. Not gonna lie.
2 protein shakes. That's about 256 grams of caffeine. Later in the day, I have a pre-workout before I hit the gym. This one is like 300 milligrams of caffeine. So now we're at like 650. And then I'll probably either have another one of these later in the day for my second workout or 4 more shots of espresso. So around 1,000. Do you have a problem sleeping? Not sleep great. I track it with my Oura ring every night. I can drink a pre-workout and go to bed if I wanted to. What is the most amount of caffeine, milligrams of caffeine you've had in one day? And how did it make you feel? For me, my all-time high, career high, is 750 milligrams in one day. That's a lot.
Just
and I
dumb
remember,
shit.
so I had 2 Reigns, so that's 600 right there. And then I had, I think, like 2 or 3 Diet Cokes. So that got me up to like 750. And
The comment section of this video is worse too. Somebody said 3,200, which is 8 times the max limit. 1,750 milligrams, which is 4 times the max limit. The
Damn,
funniest thing about
shorties.
this is having all this caffeine is actually gonna make it work worse for you. You're just breaking up your tolerance to the point of having one energy drink is gonna give you 0 effect on your
That
body.
is bad,
So if
'cause-
you think you're caffeine
Because
addicted,
also it's like it's not just caffeine. Y'all be adding. It's like you adding sugar, so you adding fat to your body too. So like y'all gotta understand that, bro. You know y'all gotta think. Y'all gotta think. You see what I'm saying? Y'all gotta think. But damn, bro, y'all tripping, bro. Most I do is maybe some sweet tea, maybe some. Do green tea got caffeine? Does green tea have caffeine? Does green? No, I can't spell. Green tea have? Damn, shorty, I can't type. Yeah, so green tea, you know, maybe some motherfucking regular sweet tea, half and half tea, you know, but other than that, just stick to the tea. Just tea. Tea, bro. Tea. Come on. Lock in, y'all.
addicted for almost having the limit every day. There's levels to this shit. You at level 2. Obviously, the main problem with having that much is you risk having a heart attack at any moment. Your heart can only handle so much stimulation before it pops. There was a
Damn.
sad case recently of someone in Gen Z passing away from having too much
At
caffeine.
17?
The 17-year-old girl named Larissa Rodriguez was having energy drinks a lot from a specific brand called Alani.
think I
Now,
heard
at her
this.
age, even though it's not recommended to have energy drinks under 18, as a teenager, the max you're supposed to have if you do is 100 milligrams a day. And the Alani has 200 milligrams, so we're already starting off bad. On October 20th, 2025, she sadly
What?
passed away from a heart attack after having
Hell, bruh.
them. Although it's not exactly confirmed how many she was having a day, people are speculating it was way more than the limit because you don't pass away at that age without really putting pressure on your body. You saw that TikTok comment section. There was admitting to having absurd amounts, and even they didn't pass away. The biggest thing going around was that she was having 6 of them a day, which would be 1,200
In a week, that's like quick math. 7, 2, 4, 1, 8,400 a week, bro. That's not good, bro. And imagine I don't know if it has sugar. I don't know what those are.
Milligrams a day. 3 times the daily limit, by the
Damn,
way, for an
bro.
adult. And if that
Hold up. My fault, Tommy. My fault, Tommy. Hold on.
three
These right here, these joints right here, the 5 hour, bro. My mom said she took one before. Mad Chris, she said never take that. Never take it.
times the daily limit, by the way, for an adult. And if that's really true, it's so crazy how people don't check the limits of shit anymore. The fact that no one in her life told her she has to stop having that much because it's gonna make her die faster is crazy. If I had 1,200 milligrams of caffeine a day, I'd probably be able to run around the whole world 3 times and still be good. For
No
her body,
bullshit.
she definitely got used to it, which is the problem. And now her family's trying to sue the company, saying they didn't have enough warnings about excess caffeine use, even though it says it right on the can. Or you could search up the health facts online and instantly know the limits. Rest in peace to her, obviously. Tragic death, but
That
this
shit is
lawsuit
sad,
is
bro.
not gonna go anywhere. This would be the equivalent of someone who died from alcohol poisoning suing the beer company for giving them that much alcohol. Also, what the f were the parents doing? They should have especially asked her about her energy drink habits since she was having so much. My mom to this day still gets on my ass for having any type of caffeine, and I'm not gonna lie, she's right. Low-key, in general, no one should be having caffeine preferably. The tolerance comes up no matter what, even if you drink coffee. But if you are gonna be drinking it like most people in the world do, you should at least be hitting the limit max and not going
5
higher.
shots.
It also doesn't help that energy
Espresso.
drinks have turned into a hobby for people. Like, why does everything have to be a hobby, man? TikTok has ruined doing any type of thing. You have people show off their collections of energy drinks like they're a car collector. They can point out every single chemical compound in each drink like they're Walter White.
Yo. She's so dumb, bro. It's just not okay, bro. Of all the things, you chose cans, bro.
This is an expensive hobby. I don't know how they're getting all these different types of cans. Okay, well, not expensive like being a car collector, but a 12-pack energy drink is usually like 30 bucks, so it adds up.
Damn.
The closer you are to them, the more you're gonna want to drink it. So it's probably not the best idea if you already take a lot of caffeine now to stack up on it. Energy drinks gonna be calling your name midday like the Green Goblin mask. Now, in defense of all this caffeine consumption, because one may wonder why Gen Z has so much, it's a couple of reasons. One being currently in college, and since you're
Well-
studying a lot more, you need more energy.
Like, I've never really had energy, so I can't really speak, but I feel like that shit don't work. I feel like it amps up your body, but then the after effect is it leaves you tired. So then the more you drink, like, it doesn't make sense. Why would you keep drinking it? You know what I'm saying? I think a better route is like sleep like a normal fucking person. You know what I'm saying? Like, sleep the amount that you should be sleeping, be as healthy as you can be, and I promise you have enough energy. Cause like, I'm not gonna say all, but majority of people who drink this shit, bro, like, just have a healthier diet, bro, and you'll have more energy. I'm pretty sure. Or like, yeah, like coffee. Regular doses of coffee is fine, bro. You gotta have all the energy shit. And like he said in the beginning, like, the more you drink, the higher your tolerance will get. So why would in the fucking world, why would you continuously keep drinking when your tolerance gonna get higher and higher, bro? Just don't, bro. And look at the beautiful cat. That look like Mr. Whiskers, bro. Come on, W's in the chat, bro. Shout out Mr. Whiskers, bro. Hey, son, if you know, you know. No, I'll pull up a VOD feature, but they look like Mr. Whiskers chat. But yeah, just stick to drinking regular. You know, drink water, bro. Please, bro. Promotion right now. Drink water. Not this brand specifically, but just drink water, chat. Just drink water. I promise you, I'll do you wonders.
Hence the energy drinks. Every generation has had their things for colleges. Back then, it was taking out your stress on a cigarette pack, or taking coke to make the 7 a.m. test. Also going to the gym a lot more, which, like I said, is the reason I even have it on my days off. I don't. If you're coming from working a long day and want to hit the gym after, most people need a little something to pick themselves up. Another thing
Yeah,
some people
fair.
might be surprised by is partying. There's been an uprise in bars serving drinks with energy drinks intertwined,
Yes,
or
bro.
just drinks
I haven't been there in a minute, but Applebee's and Sonic, bro. Not Sonic. Applebee's, bro. They put in alcohol in fucking Red Bulls, bro. Like, alcohol and energy, bro. You're just fucking yourself over. Like, that'll get you, like, drunk and you pounding your heart, like, out your mind, bro. What are we doing, bro? I'm pretty sure it's Applebee's. Applebee's kind of fell off, not gonna lie, chat. But it's usually Red Bull that does the collabs with the alk, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, other places probably do, like, different stuff. I don't know nothing about alcohol though.
Having it themselves. Some people completely replace having alcohol with just an energy drink and go to a concert. The alcohol industry might be dead by the time we're old. They're practically begging for the youth to drink. But we have morals, all right? We draw the line at getting blackout drunk. We'd
The buzz balls, the Don Julio, the Hennessy, all them things, bro. I don't think it's going away anytime.
rather be getting heart attacks by 30 or getting severely addicted to gambling that we lose our life savings. It could also be that statistically Gen Z right now is the most stressed generation. Whether you believe that or not, every time a generation is feeling stressed, there's always something to help with that cope. One of the other reasons for the uptick is it seems like everyone has an energy drink now. I can't even count on my hands how many celebs have come out with their own custom energy drinks. The Rock has one. Kim Kardashian has one. Logan Paul and KSI, which we all remember.
This shit's so dumb, bro. This shit's so nasty. Shout out KSI and Logan Paul, though. Mainly KSI, bro, but this shit's just gross. Why did y'all drop this shit, bro?
Remember? Kids were getting cracked out thinking a prime energy drink was just like their apple juice, only to all of a sudden be able to bench 500 pounds 5 times in a row. Parents don't truly check on their kids anymore because how is your kid casually having caffeine at 8 years old and 10 years old and you don't even know? Even Barron Trump, Donald Trump's son, announced he's releasing one in May of this year. What the f does this know about energy drinks? I don't think I've even heard him talk. The only thing I want to see him do is be in them warfields for the shit bro. The main problem with it is it's not like food or something that doesn't affect your body too much. It's a stimulant that if you have too much, you can die from. I assume even people who don't drink caffeine who are fans of these celebs are gonna try their energy drinks and potentially get hooked on having them. Or may not know they can only have a certain amount before they get Fortnite eliminated. You should also only be having the energy drink in the morning or 3 p.m. max. Any later and good luck getting any type of sleep. There's a ton of people who have permanent sleep problems every night because the amount of caffeine they consume. Caffeine has a half-life of 3 to 7 hours.
When you talking about the gym stuff, protein, does that shit have hella caffeine in it?
It takes that much time to get down to half the amount in your system. And if you have like 200 milligrams at 5 p.m., you're still gonna have a cup of coffee and a half in your system by 10, extending the time it takes for you to sleep. You most likely won't be able to sleep until like 1 or 2 a.m., which for anyone in school or that has a job, that's probably gonna make life worse.
Feels directed at me, I'm not gonna lie. But like I stream at this time, so like you can't really, you know.
Or you're gonna have the worst stage of it, having to take copious amounts of caffeine in the daytime, while at night downing a bottle of melatonin to fight it. It creates an endless cycle of you doing that until one day you either take a break, or I guess wait until you're at 900 milligrams of caffeine every day and have a heart attack in the middle of the night. To wrap it up, the main lesson of today's video, I guess, is to always remember the limits of caffeine. More and more are there cases of people either having heart attacks or destroying their bodies over having too much, which is why we should put cocaine back in Coke bottles.
No, bro, what are we talking about? All right, I might
Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually.
W Tommy chat.
I'm out.
W chat.